What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the differences from the Flutophone to the Songflute and the recorder. And we're trying to come to a decision on which one to use for the next several years to come in the 3rd grade class. Right now we're using Flutophone. It's been working out pretty good for us. I think it's like a cost thing. Apparently these cost more to make because nobody orders them anymore. So I'll just play something pretty simple, C scale, up and down, and you guys can kind of see the differences in the sounds of all the 3 of them. That's the Flutophone. And this is the Songflute. So very similar. I think they're identical fingerings to the Flutophone. And I like how it's kind of, if you can see, it's, you know for sure which hand goes on top, because that's super important. When we're playing the instrument, the left hand goes on top. And then it's sort of grooved, so your right hand goes on the bottom and left hand on the top like this. Okay, so here's the C scale. So it sounds a little bit airier to me. And the high C is a little bit harder to play because it doesn't have the little backing, hook, the thumb rest like the Flutophone does right here. So it's a little bit harder to balance. I'm not sure how the 3rd graders will do with playing the high C. That's the Songflute. This is the recorder. So the recorder doesn't have, as you could say, raised holes, so you really have to make sure your fingers are in the right spot. There's no thumb rest or anything like that, so you just have to know the first finger kind of falls behind the first finger of the right hand. Okay, and there are a couple different fingerings for this one, but not very many. High C, instead of thumb hole, it's thumb and middle finger. And then high D, I believe, is no thumb and keeping that middle finger down. Okay, so here's the C scale. The low C is a little bit harder to get out on recorder. You should have to actually have a correct embouchure, shape of your mouth. But I think the recorder sounds pretty good. Probably the best out of the 3. But again, because of the different kind of funky fingering for the C, could be difficult. But we did get the German fingering recorder to try out. So the F is pretty much the same as the Songflute and Flutophone. If you got the Baroque fingering, which is, I think that's probably the normal one tradition, it's got that forked fingering like this for the F, which is, I think, kind of hard for 3rd graders to grasp, especially if you're trying to play something quick on recorder. But anyway, those are the 3. Let me know which one you think sounded the best and which one you think was maybe the easiest or easier to play in your opinion.